Hi, I'm Andrea Maddox-Smith, the CEO for Beacon. Thank you so much for participating in the 2021 Walk to End Bladder Cancer. Yes, we're unable to walk in person again this year, but we still have hundreds of people walking on behalf of bladder cancer. People like you, patients, the caregivers, the volunteers, healthcare providers, and more. You're making it possible for us to have this walk today, and for that we are truly, truly grateful. A special thank you to our sponsors today, which include Astellas, Seagen, Genentech, Merck, Eurogen Pharma, EMD Serono, Pfizer, Fairgene, Janssen Oncology, PhotoCure, QED Therapeutics, and Ambu. Finally, I'd like to thank all of our friends and family in the bladder cancer community who have really given much of their time, talent, and treasure to this year's walk. Let's lace up your sneakers and get ready to walk. I will see you at the end of the program. Have a great time.
For joining us today as we gear up for Beacon's virtual Walk to End Bladder Cancer. As you can see, I have my pom-poms and my noisemakers. So I'm down on this and hope you are as well.
My name is Deanna Holmes, and I'm one of the Associate Directors for Patient Partnerships at Astellas. I'm excited to connect with you virtually to show our support for those living with and impacted by bladder cancer at Beacon's 2021 Virtual Walk to End Bladder Cancer. At Astellas Oncology, we have a goal of changing tomorrow by bringing innovative and effective medicines to patients and physicians. We're proud of our efforts to help advance outcomes for people facing bladder cancer, and we are excited to support Beacon's efforts in changing the future of bladder cancer care. Thanks to all of you who are participating in today's walk and joining us on our journey.
Hi, I'm Nancy Whiting, Executive Vice President of Corporate Strategy, Alliances, and Communications at Seagen. Seagen is a global biotechnology company dedicated to the development of transformative cancer medicines that make a meaningful difference in people's lives. We are so proud to once again support the Bladder Cancer Advocacy Network's Walk to End Bladder Cancer. As a company dedicated to improving the lives of people with cancer, including bladder cancer, Beacon has been an important partner in helping us understand the needs of bladder cancer patients, caregivers, and their loved ones. The information and support Beacon provides to patients and their families is first class. Our employees at Seagen are excited to participate and support this important event to help Beacon and bladder cancer patients. So get out there and have fun. Good luck and best wishes. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Diane Zapperski, the co-founder of the Bladder Cancer Advocacy Network. It's my great pleasure to be with you today to announce the 3 finalists for Beacon's inaugural Beacon of Hope Award. For the last few weeks, people in the bladder cancer community have nominated that special person in their lives who has been a shining light for them, helping them through their bladder cancer journey. We are so grateful to everyone who took the time to submit such poignant and moving nominations. With so many compelling entries, it was not easy choosing the finalists, but Beacon has selected 3 of the many nominees for this first Beacon of Hope Award. The exciting part is that you help us determine who the winner will be by voting on our website. Simply visit beacon.org/vote. That's BCAN.org/vote to cast your vote. Please note that you can vote for your favorite choice once a day. The nominee who receives the most online votes by Friday, May 21st, by 5 p.m. Eastern Time, will win the Beacon of Hope Award. And the winner will be announced during our Ask the Experts event on May 26th at 7 p.m. Eastern. Ask the Experts is a live online program in which 2 of the leading bladder cancer doctors in the United States will answer questions from participants. Registration is free but required. To reserve your spot at Ask the Experts, please visit beacon.org/ask. That's BCAN.org/ask. It is now my honor to introduce the 3 finalists for the Beacon of Hope Award. The first finalist is John De La Garza. John is a caregiver for his wife, Dorothy, who was diagnosed with bladder cancer in 2016. Dorothy nominated John for the Beacon of Hope Award, saying, "He's my cheerleader without pom-poms. Since that stunning T2 bladder cancer diagnosis in August 2016, John De La Garza has served as my sole 24/7 companion, navigating our unending journey of scans, blood labs, chemo, PEs, surgeries, sepsis, ureteral stents, nephrostomies, and doctors' debates. John is more than a beacon. He's my husband of hope for life, a beacon of better days ahead beyond a cancer diagnosis." The second finalist is Noelle Lipman, a bladder cancer survivor and mentor to Dan Miller, a stage 4 bladder cancer survivor. Dan nominated Noelle, saying, "Upon hearing about my diagnosis, Noelle, a 9-year bladder cancer survivor herself, immediately dropped everything and came over to talk with and comfort us. Noelle is not the only inspirational contact that we have met since the diagnosis, but she continues to be the person who helps keep the light in this journey's tunnel well lit and keeps me moving forward one step at a time." The last finalist for the inaugural Beacon of Hope Award is Dr. Jonathan Wright, Medical Director at the University of Washington Medical Center Urology Clinic in Seattle. Dr. Wright was nominated by 2 of his patients. One said, "Dr. Wright's positive attitude has been so helpful in the worst of times. His professional knowledge never left me with a doubt of direction, even when my bladder was being removed. He brings hope even in the darkest of days." The other person nominating Dr. Wright, a bladder cancer caregiver, noted, "His deep humanity and compassion made all the difference for us. Dr. Jonathan Wright is our hero, our healer, and our beacon of hope." Congratulations to all the award finalists, and we're excited to announce voting is now open to determine the winner. Again, feel free to vote for one of the finalists once per day by visiting beacon.org/vote, that's BCAN.org/vote, to cast your vote. We're excited to announce the winner during the May 26th Ask the Experts event. Congratulations again to the deserving nominees, as well as to everyone who took the time to craft such meaningful nominations. Thank you.
My name is Gail, and I'm walking to end bladder cancer in Seattle.
Hello, I'm Jonathan Wright, urologist at the University of Washington and the Seattle Cancer Care Alliance.
Hello, I'm Pedros Vargas. I'm a medical oncologist at the University of Washington and Seattle Cancer Care Alliance. We're very excited today. We're working together because it's very important for everybody to know why bladder cancer is a common disease that claims the life of many patients. We work together every day in a multi-specialty clinic with Dr. Wright and many other team members to find more treatments and more cures for patients. That's why we work.
That's why we walk. Bladder cancer is very common, and we need a team to do that, to fight against it. And Beacon is a big part of that team. And the annual walk is an opportunity for all of us to come together in our fight against bladder cancer. And when I think about Beacon and all they've done for us in the research and clinical community, the continued support and the funding that they give back to our educational and research efforts are critical. And this walk helps to support that.
Absolutely. We cannot emphasize enough how critical the mission of Beacon is, the Bladder Cancer Advocacy Network. Advocacy, policy, research, education, patient care, holding the hands of our patients, their families, caregivers, and us, the medical and research and educational team, to find more opportunities to save lives, to prolong lives, to make people live better. All of us work together with Beacon to keep the beacon of light and beacon of hope alive, to make sure everybody knows.
And although we certainly would rather be walking in person with each of you, we can still walk virtually this year. We certainly hope to give back to our last in-person walk where we did. But as a team, we walk together because no one walks alone.
Hello, I'm David Cooling, Patient Advocacy Relations at Genentech. Working together, Beacon and Genentech have helped to raise awareness of bladder cancer and to help educate patients, caregivers, and the general public about this disease. Genentech is committed to supporting the bladder cancer community, and we're proud to continue to support Beacon and the 2021 Virtual Walk to End Bladder Cancer. From everyone at Genentech, thank you for participating and have a great day.
Hey, this is Mark Schoenberg. I'm the Chief Medical Officer of UroGen Pharma and a longtime practicing urologist and a supporter of Beacon. And I want to thank everyone for coming out to the virtual walk this year. Like members of Beacon and the Beacon community, I'm frustrated, and as I'm sure you are, by the many areas in which we lack progress in taking care of patients with bladder cancer. But by pulling together and supporting events like this one, we have a chance to change the way patients are cared for and improve the lives of bladder cancer patients and the lives of their families. So thank you very much for supporting the Beacon Walk. Look forward to your participation, and we look forward to supporting this great effort. Have a great day.
Hi, I'm Rick Bangs, host of the Bladder Cancer Matters podcast. I'd like to invite you to join me and other bladder cancer community members for a series of podcasts that are by, for, and about the bladder cancer community. I interview healthcare providers as well as patients who have faced bladder cancer, and other conversations are about hot topics like BCG, COVID vaccines, and what it's like to receive a bladder cancer diagnosis. We think these podcasts will both inform and inspire you. Listening is easy. You can either visit beacon.org/podcasts, that's BCAN.org/podcasts, or search for Bladder Cancer Matters on your favorite podcast platform.
I'm Ashish Kamat, Professor of Urology at the University of Texas MD Anderson Cancer Center. It's my distinct pleasure to announce MD Anderson as a proud sponsor of the 2021 Virtual Walk to End Bladder Cancer. This is yet just another example of the impactful work that Beacon is doing in the fight against this disease. In 2020, MD Anderson was honored to be named the #1 cancer center for cancer care by U.S. News & World Report. Our bladder cancer team here is motivated to helping our patients in each step of their journey against bladder cancer, very much in the same way as Beacon's walk to end bladder cancer. With the awareness that you are raising, you are inspiring hope for the entire bladder cancer community. And we at MD Anderson are truly honored to join our efforts at combating this disease. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Paulette Martin, and I'm from Long Island, New York. I've been a walk team captain for a number of years. I'm a bladder cancer survivor from stage 4 cancer with metastasis to the liver. I choose to walk because the money helps Beacon raise awareness of bladder cancer. It supports the hundreds of thousands living with bladder cancer, and so importantly, Beacon gives to advance research. Saturday, May 1st, is Beacon's 2021 virtual walk. My team had a very successful virtual walk in 2020. We walked with a few people in person and many virtually on FaceTime with our phones. In today's digital world, there are many ways to have a successful fundraiser. Download the Walk with Beacon app, start a Facebook fundraiser, and send emails to friends and family. Or start an education and fundraising campaign at your workplace. The funds from these walks across the country enable Beacon Beacon's mission of education, support, and research to continue. No matter where we live, all of us whose lives have been touched by bladder cancer walk together. Please consider fundraising and walking Saturday, May 1st, to support Beacon. Thank you and have a wonderful walk.
Hello, my name is Dr. Ryan Dickstein, and I work at Chesapeake Urology, located near Baltimore, Maryland. I'm a urologist with specialized interest in bladder cancer. I've been collaborating with Beacon for more than 5 years, and I'm currently a member of the Beacon Scientific Advisory Board. The Bladder Cancer Virtual Walk is important to me as it presents an opportunity for us to join together as a bigger community and celebrate our achievements and successes. It is so critical that we continue to support each other, especially in times of need. So I encourage all of our patients, caregivers, providers, and friends of Beacon to walk in order to help grow and support our wonderful community. Thank you and enjoy your walk.
Hi, I'm Colleen Tutzloff, physician assistant and captain of the Fox Chase Cancer Center team. Fox Chase is proud to partner with Beacon and be a sponsor of the Beacon Walk to End Bladder Cancer to support our patients and to collaborate on research to find new treatments and eventually a cure for bladder cancer. Thank you, Beacon.
Hi, I'm Hazel Moran from Alexandria, Virginia, and on behalf of the EMD Serono and Pfizer Alliance, we're pleased to join Beacon for their walk to end bladder cancer to kick off Bladder Cancer Awareness Month. And while we remain virtual, we're encouraged by the fact that we can still rally together, we can still join together to raise awareness and support for the countless individuals living with bladder cancer and their families.
Hi, my name is Kelly Dauerhubschmidt. I'm a member of the Janssen Oncology team. As a 2021 sponsor of the Beacon Virtual Walk to End Bladder Cancer, we are incredibly humbled to be a part of such an important day to support patients and their families living with this devastating diagnosis. In this year alone, over 80,000 patients will be diagnosed with bladder cancer. Together, we can drive awareness, support research and education for those who need it most. Thank you to the Bladder Cancer Advocacy Network for all you do and for helping to make this very special event happen. Be well, and let's continue to tackle this important cause together.
At the time of a diagnosis, bladder cancer patients and caregivers are thrust into unfamiliar territory, not knowing what questions to ask or what to do. Over the years, more than 500,000 print and digital copies of Beacon's Bladder Cancer Basics for the Newly Diagnosed have helped patients and caregivers navigate difficult waters as they embark upon their bladder cancer journey. The newly updated 52-page comprehensive patient guide provides detailed explanations about the risks, diagnosis, staging, and treatment of bladder cancer, all in one resource. This book is regularly reviewed by members of Beacon's Scientific Advisory Board to ensure that it reflects current advances. Print and digital versions are available, free of charge, both in English and in Spanish.
My name is Karen Gross, and I'm the president of the San Diego Beacon chapter and also a 12-year survivor of bladder cancer. I was diagnosed in 2009 with TA high grade. Since then, I've had numerous cystoscopies and many BCG treatments, too many to count. But I am cancer-free and blessed to be here with you today.
My name is David Langham. I'm a two-time bladder cancer survivor, once in 2007 and then again in 2009.
When I was diagnosed, I had absolutely no clue about bladder cancer.
My bladder cancer story started back in 2010 when I had my urinary bladder removed due to this horrendous disease.
When I got the news from my urologist, I went to Dr. Google also. Thankfully, from there, I found the Beacon website, which provided me a lot more facts and information. The Bladder Cancer Basics became my trusted friend.
My earliest introduction to Beacon was when my doctor used their booklet, Bladder Cancer Basics, in helping me to understand what type of bladder cancer I had. Since then, I have walked for Beacon for as long as I can remember.
Hi, I'm Kamal Pohar. I'm a urologist at the James Cancer Hospital at Ohio State University. We here at the James are thrilled to be sponsors of this year's walk. It gives us an opportunity to bond together, support each other, and find solutions together to beat this disease.
The first time you hear about bladder cancer should not be when you are diagnosed with this disease.
This is the place that I go when I need the information, when I want to be able to be more informed, when I want to be able to be part of the community to help others.
When I had my bladder cancer surgery 5 years ago, I knew very little about the disease. But now, thanks to Beacon, I know quite a bit more.
Well, bladder cancer kind of hit me like a rock because even though both parents had died with cancer, I knew so little about it.
Hi, this is Jeff Coy, Vice President and General Manager of PhotoCure. On behalf of the entire organization, I'd like to say that we are honored to be a part of this year's virtual walk to end bladder cancer. And PhotoCure, the bladder cancer company, has been a part of this event for many years, and we are equally as excited to be a part of this year's event. And at Beacon, PhotoCure fully embraces and supports your constant dedication to the community of patients and survivors, advocates, caregivers, medical and research professionals, and we are privileged to be an industry partner to that community. And thank you, Beacon, so much for everything that you do and exhausting your efforts for bladder cancer patients. And for everyone else, I would invite you to join us on this year's 2021 virtual walk to end bladder cancer. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Beacon.
Hi there, my name is Ann Lee, and I'm the Director of Patient Advocacy for QED Therapeutics. Our team is so excited to join you all again this year for Beacon's virtual walk to end bladder cancer. We've got our orange t-shirts on, and we've all been getting our steps in every day in preparation for today's walk. On behalf of our team, I'd like to thank Beacon for all of the invaluable resources and support that they bring to the bladder cancer community. Together, we can do even more to create awareness and increase impact for those living with bladder cancer. Have fun out there today and be well.
Hi, I'm Christianescobar, the Director of Marketing for Visualization here at Ambu USA. On behalf of myself, my walking team, and the organization, let me say how excited we are to take part in BCAN's 2021 virtual Walk to End Bladder Cancer. Ambu has been innovating in healthcare for over 80 years. This past year, we launched our first urology technology, an innovative approach to cystoscopy, a procedure that is utilized to detect, treat, and manage bladder cancer. As such, we're very excited to partner with BCAN on their walk this year. BCAN as an organization is on the front lines, raising awareness, developing patient education, partnering with industry, researchers, healthcare providers to develop new approaches for patients, and ultimately raising awareness of the funding needed to finally and ultimately end bladder cancer. So we are honored to be an industry partner with BCAN and to support the cause and to especially support the patient community. So please join me, join Team Ambu, and join BCAN on their 2021 virtual walk to end bladder cancer. Thank you.
In this time of need for medical advances, your donations make a huge difference. It touches thousands of lives. In the journey with this invasive cancer, Beacon provides education and support for patients and caregivers. They also provide advocacy and provides pathways to, and actually funds research to find those breakthrough therapies and treatments we so need.
Every dollar raised from the virtual walk enables Beacon to continue their mission and provide bladder cancer patients and their families with educational resources and support services needed for all of us to navigate our journey.
I believe that through the walk, we add a face and a body to bladder cancer through greater awareness and donations.
Every dollar raised from the virtual walk enables Beacon to continue their mission and provide bladder cancer patients and their families with educational resources and support services needed to navigate their journey.
The walk is important to me because it supports Beacon and it celebrates the start of Bladder Cancer Awareness Month.
This will be my 12th walk that I've organized for Beacon. The walk is very important to raise money for future bladder cancer research, education, and support for those affected by bladder cancer.
Hi, I'm Dr. Michael Curran of Greater Boston Urology. I'm the CEO here, and I just want to speak to you for a moment about BCAN, B-C-A-N. This is a national organization that serves to raise funds for research and advocacy for bladder cancer patients. And we are proud to sponsor the 2021 Virtual Walk to End Bladder Cancer that's going to be held on May 1st at 11 a.m. The live feed of the event can be found on many social media platforms, including Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Bladder cancer is the 6th most common cancer, and men are 3 to 4 times more likely to be diagnosed with bladder cancer than women, but it is a disease that affects both sexes. Greater Boston Urology sponsors BCAN and the End to Bladder Cancer for several reasons. First off, mainly to increase awareness of bladder cancer within the United States. Our next reason is that we're hoping to build a community of individuals that are either interested in helping those with bladder cancer or even those who have been affected by bladder cancer. Paramount to this is to raise money. We raise funds for research purposes, for education purposes, and for advocacy purposes. BCAN is a national organization, and we hope to increase the visibility of BCAN over the next several years. This organization does lots of great work and has many free resources for those patients of bladder cancer and their caregivers. So we hope you will join us on May 1st in raising awareness for bladder cancer and to raise money for this great organization. Thank you for your support.
To the bladder cancer community, you are never walking alone. Hello, my name is Monica, and I am a bladder cancer thriver. And on Saturday, May the 1st, I will be walking in Richmond, Virginia to end bladder cancer. I would love for you to join me.
Hi, I'm David Langham, and this is Gracie. I'm a 2-time bladder cancer survivor, and I choose to walk because Beacon is making a difference in bladder cancer treatment and support. I encourage you and your family and your friends and your dogs to join us in the walk. We are all in this together.
Once a year, the Bladder Cancer Advocacy Network, Beacon, brings together bladder cancer patients, survivors, and caregivers to share stories, experiences, and information. For 2021, the Bladder Cancer Summit will take place virtually on Saturday, October 9th from 12 noon until 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Participants will be able to join Beacon and others from around the country from a phone, tablet, or laptop to learn about Beacon programs and services, hear from experts about bladder cancer research advances, and to connect with other bladder cancer patients, survivors, and caregivers. So join us on Saturday, October 9th, 2021 for the virtual Bladder Cancer Summit for patients and families. This event is free, but registration is required. For more information and to register, please visit beacon.org/summit. That's bcan.org/summit.
Beacon has been invaluable in developing me as a researcher and also helping me understand what patients go through. I'm supported by this organization, and I'm very grateful to be currently involved.
And I don't think without Beacon's interest in this type of work, which is outside the realm a little bit of typical funders, I would be able to see this project through. And so it's been an incredible experience to be part of this, and I'm happy to be here.
Beacon was formed to raise awareness of bladder cancer, to provide support and education, and to really advance bladder cancer research.
Hi, my name is Piyush Agarwal, and I am the Director of the Bladder Cancer Program in the Urology section at the University of Chicago Medicine Comprehensive Cancer Center. Beacon has supported my research efforts since 2011 by awarding the John Qualley Travel Fellowship to several of my trainees. Beacon also provides tremendous resources to the bladder cancer patients in my practice. The annual walk is an important time to remember those that we have lost to this disease and to celebrate the triumphs of bladder cancer survivors. I would like to thank the donors and supporters of Beacon for their tireless support. Thank you very much.
I'm Diane Zapperski, the co-founder of Beacon, and I invite you to join me on Wednesday, May 26th at 7 p.m. Eastern for Ask the Experts, an interactive conversation with leading bladder cancer doctors. As you may know, bladder cancer continues to be a very common cancer, with more than 83,000 cases expected to be diagnosed in the United States this year alone. From its beginning, Beacon has been committed to advancing bladder cancer research to improve the lives of the tens of thousands of patients and their families, and to find a cure for this disease. During our Ask the Experts virtual event, we'll be discussing promising advances in bladder cancer, and our doctors will be able to answer questions from the participants about the disease. What makes this event even more special is that our two experts, Dr. Kent Mao from the Dana-Farber Cancer Institute and Dr. Sarah Sutka from the University of Washington, are both recipients of Beacon's Young Investigator Awards. Beacon began funding young investigators in 2013 to ensure that the best and the brightest physicians and researchers devote their training and expertise to a career in bladder cancer. Dr. Mao and Dr. Sutka are prime examples of the success of this program. So please join me on Wednesday, May 26th. The event is free, but registration is required. So please go to www.bcan.org/ask to sign up. Thank you so much.
It's Andrea again from Beacon. What a wonderful program. Wasn't that great? Thank you again to all of our donors and sponsors. So now it's really time to lace up your sneakers, get your walking shoes on, and let's get ready to walk. We want you to have a good time on behalf of the entire bladder cancer community. Thank you so much for being a part of it today. Have a great walk.